My name's Kepley. You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com, and today's video I just briefly wanted to show you another example of buying on dips. I know I've talked about that in previous videos, and today's video I'm covering that again, but I'm using a couple different tools here, and I'm going to show you how you can use those to your advantage when you're looking at price movement on a stock. So for the example here, we've got McEwen Mining. It's a mining company. Goes by the stock symbol MUX. I'm looking at the daily chart, and what we've got here is a price movement that's going downwards. I'm looking at this stock, and it caught my attention because, again, I like to buy on dips, and we got the elections coming up. There's a lot of uncertainty around that, and I think it's going to affect the markets mostly in a negative manner. I could be wrong on that, especially if Hillary Clinton gets in, because Wall Street wants Hillary Clinton. But if Trump gets in, I expect that the markets are going to be kind of shaky moving forward until I can get a grasp on just exactly what Trump might do for the markets. Anyways, that's besides the point, but it has a little bit to do with the reason why I looked at this stock. Again, it's because people are going to look for safe haven assets like gold and silver. I think demand's going to go up on those here pretty soon, and because of that, I believe that the mining companies are going to profit from it, like we saw at the beginning of 2016. So anyways, what I've got here is the stochastics tool, and what this does is it shows you the price movement according to overbought and oversold. So I circled the top here, and anytime it goes over this green line that you're seeing, which is at 80, anytime it goes over that, that means it's overbought, or it's in overbought territory. Basically, what this essentially means is that people are going to start selling off and taking profits, the day traders, and because of that, the price will go down. And as you see right here, I circled the price. As you can see, it's dropping. It went into overbought territory, and it's on its way down. For me, I think this is pretty good because, again, I like to buy on dips. So I'm just going to wait for the stochastics to come down here into oversold territory. Once it becomes oversold, which is right around 20, once it hits below 20, normally if it hits like 10 or below that, you're looking at a strong rebound upwards back into, heading into overbought territory again. But oversold just means that, it's time for the stock to turn around in price, because people are going to start buying back in. Now you've got the volume here, which is measured. The green is buy. It's people buying orders of this stock. The red is selling, of course. But if you notice, once it hits overbought territory and it starts coming down, the price starts dropping, and of course you've got red in the volume, which means that people are selling. The blue line here is the moving average, the moving 50-day average. I'm not really paying too much attention to that, other than it's acting as resistance on the daily chart here, which again means the price is going to drop, or there's a good chance of that happening, because if you notice, anytime the price goes up, let's see here, dating back from August 24th to September 22nd, for example, anytime the price came back up, it never really shot over this blue line, which is your 50-day moving average. It did once, but as you notice, it was acting as resistance, so it came right back down. These are just some tips you can use for yourself when you're reading charts. But yeah, that's all I've got on this stock. I think probably what I'm going to do is wait for, I drew a couple lines here, one down here for support, which would be where the bottom I think is, and I drew that based off of this this little red candlestick here. So I believe the bottom is going to be around like 307. I could be wrong on this again, but I'm going to wait and watch and see what happens to the stock here as it starts dropping into oversold territory, because right now people are selling off, taking their profits. And the line that I drew above here, I was just picking candlesticks that were kind of around a top, and so it's roughly about 393. We might even go $4 as the top. But what I was trying to do is find a range, a trading range for price action. And so you'll notice between these two lines here, it just kind of goes up and down, up and down, up and down. That's called a trading range. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here, to get an idea of where I want to buy in and where I might sell. Again, I don't know if I'm going to wait for it to come up to $3.92 or $4, because it may not go up to that price right away. It may take a while. Fortunately for me, I don't have to wait. I've got quite a bit of money that I've accumulated after cashing out a few stocks or a few assets. So I'm looking at making some more money, and the only way you can do that is to buy up more shares. So I'm planning on buying about 300 shares of this company. So if it moves up 20-30 cents, I can make 80 to $100. If it moves up more, great. But I'm not trying to be too greedy with this one. So I may, after a 30 or 40 cent swing, I may cash out and then just wait for it to drop again. If it keeps going up, cool, I'll jump back in and pick up another 15 or 20 cents in profits. But that's all I wanted to show you for today. You'll notice again down here is the volume. So the green is buy, people buying. The red is people selling. When you got things like this all lined up and everything's pointing downwards, you can pretty much assume that the price is going down. Where it's going to go, I don't really know. I'm just playing it off of the support here, the support line I have drawn. So I'm guessing it'll probably hit about 308. I'll keep you guys up to date on this. But that's all I have for today's video. You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com. My name's Casey Kepley. And remember, guys, income's the outcome, okay?